So let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart, feet flat on the ground, facing forward, knees relaxed, slightly bent. Let the hips drop down. Nice flat back. Let the shoulders relax, slightly rounded back. The arms come around in front. And feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, strengthening, straightening, and elongating the spine. Keep in mind that when we do all of these practices, if you can remember to put the tongue to the roof of the mouth, just very lightly and naturally behind your teeth, it's always good. There's an important energetic connection that's established by doing that. But if you're not doing that, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Breathe in and out through the nose. Nice, deep abdominal breathing, drawing the breath all the way down. Using your abdomen as a bellows to draw the breath all the way down to your lower dantian. And then pause. And then on the exhale, the abdomen pushes the breath up and out. Be conscious of your feet, making that connection to the earth. Feeling your energies flow all the way down, connecting to the center of the earth. At the same time, feel the earth rising up to meet your feet. Feel that sense of being rooted. Focus on the breath. Become aware of the breath entering your nostrils and the quality of the air, the temperature. And feel that breath go all the way down to the lower dantian, warming the lower dantian. And then we pause. And then in the exhale, that warm breath comes all the way up and out the nostrils. Go ahead and rub your hands together. Let's start with a nice face washing. So we're going to put our middle fingers on either side of the nose. We're going to come up to the forehead, around, down the temples, and just wash the face. Nice and slowly try to feel The warmth coming out of the hands. And now go ahead and let your hands come up over the top of the head, down behind the ears, and the back of the hands follow the jawline, and then we start over. One more time. And let your hands come down to the middle dantian, the area of the heart. And drop your hands down. Feel the connection again to the earth. Feel that energy rise up through your legs. As we breathe in, we draw that energy up the torso, the arms come up, the hands come up. Hands rotate in front of your face. Continue to drift upward, palms flat, fingers facing each other. And just push upward. And then breathe out and down. So we breathe in. Slight pause, a little bit of extra stretch here. And breathe out. Buddha holds up the earth. One more time. Good. Leave the right hand palm down, fingers facing towards the center. Left hand, fingers facing towards the center, palm up, rotates in front of your face, and then goes back to palm up, and the two hands push apart. And the pinkies face the body, back of the hands cross, and then we switch, push apart. Breathe in as they come down and they cross. Breathe out as they push apart. Have a slight pause up here. So we go into a little transition, and then the same thing here. There's a slight pause before we breathe in. So we're gathering the energy from the earth and from the universe, bringing it down into our bodies, and then sending whatever energy we no longer need, that no longer serves us, sending it down to the earth, up into the heavens, then using that pause to reset, now to gather the energy and bring it down into the body. So it's a constant exchange. One more time. Good. Now I'll mirror you. Left hand comes down, palm facing towards the right. Fingertips up. Right hand, fingertips pointing down. Turn and push from the waist. Stand nice and tall. And just twist. Breathe in as the right hand comes across the ear, the face, and then it pushes out as you breathe out. Breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. One more time, then we're going to do a variation of this. So this time as you come across, you're going to come across from the face, and then you're going to lead with the elbow. Feel the stretch much more now in the rib cage. So the hand just kind of hangs down. It's the digestion twist. Last one. Good. Come back to the center. Bring the left hand up, palm up. Right hand, palm down. Right hand, palm up. And just lean to the right. Then let the hands just change positions as you lean to the left. Breathe in as you come back to center. Breathe out as you lean. Try and make it nice and fluid. Try to make it so that you're leaning to the side. The arms stay to the side of you. So we're not leaning forward at all. It's all side to side. Nice. Seaweed arms. Moving like a strand of seaweed in the ocean being pushed by the waves. So nice and slowly. One more time. Good. Bring both hands up. And now just move side to side with both hands. Picture you have like a beach ball between your hands, and it kind of drops each time you lean. Now we're going to let those hands drop to the center. And then we're going to bring them up and behind, slightly behind us, looking back at that beach ball. Come down to the bottom, go to the opposite side. Looking back at the moon. Breathing out as you go up and look, get that pause, breathe in, come back to center, pause, and then breathe out. So make sure that you're doing up and behind you. Standing nice and tall. One more time. Back to center. Raise the arms up, palms down. Turn one palm up, doesn't matter which. And just look over one of the shoulders. And then as you look back, hands change positions. Rotate those thumbs as far as comfortable, all the way up the arm into the shoulder. Breathe into the center. Breathe out as you rotate to the opposite side. One more time. Go to a wider stance. Just let your hands come down in front of you. Try to feel something of substance below your hands. You're going to shift your weight to the right. That shifts your hands. And then just let them float up. Shift to the left. They go to the opposite side and they float down. Breathing in, they float up. Breathing out, they float down. Nice and slowly. Moon over the water. Hands basically stay in the same position, and the arms go up and down. They don't move at all to either side. So it's the weight shift, not your shoulders and not your arms, that cause this to happen. Don't go too high. You want to only go about as high as your forehead or the top of your head at most. If you're lifting too high, you can feel, if you go up here, all of a sudden you feel this tightness. We don't want that. We want this to be nice and floating. Try to be very aware of your shoulders. So the shoulders don't move. I'm just going to move side to side with this. Some of you are doing this. Try to stop that. Just let it float over, come up, shift, float down. Look forward the entire time. That will help also be a little more aware of what the shoulders are doing if you're not turning your head. Very nice. One more time, we're going to reverse. So we're going to come down, we're going to move back, and then we're going to start over on the opposite side. One more time. Come back to the center. Left hand comes up and floats up and around. Just leave the right hand just below your hips. Just working the one arm. One more time. Left hand comes down, comes across, and now the right hand comes out. Again, watch those shoulders. Keep looking ahead the entire time. One more time. Bring it down. Both hands on the hips. Let's open up the hips. Nice big hip circles. Bring the stance in just a little bit. Again, try not to move the head or the shoulders. It's all going to move a little bit. You can't help it. But the idea is get it all out of the hips and the waist. Make sure the knees aren't going side to side either. The knees stay nice and stable. Beautiful. Do it only as big as comfortable. And reverse. Come back to the kidneys. Give it a nice rub. We're going to pat with an open palm on the kidneys. Then do a partial fist, an open fist, and just follow the top of the glute muscle here. So you're not hitting bone at any time. You're hitting the muscle all along here. Come around to the front of the hip. Couple more. Now with an open hand, but a slightly cupped hand, start up at the kidneys, work your way down the outside of the legs, stopping at the outside of the knees. Continue to work your way down the outside of the leg, around the foot, up the inside, till you get to the inside of the knees and stop there and just tap that a few times. Come up the inside to the crease, partial fist, and tap up and down the crease here. It's called the QiGong, or the leg gates. In QiGong, we're always got a little bit of bend here. We never want to completely open it up. We always want the leg gates free and open. we're going to come back around to the kidneys with an open palm. Down the back of the legs till you get behind the knee. Tap behind the knee. Now continue back down the outside of the legs, around the feet, up the inside of the legs, up to the quad, back around to the kidneys, down the outside, up the inside. Come up the right side of your abdomen, up to the diaphragm, down the left. Come up to the chest with a semi-open fist up and down the sternum. Nice deep breaths here. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allow this to purge. Come up to the left side of the shoulder. Now with an open palm, come down the inside of the arm. Up the outside of the arm. Make sure to come up over the shoulder, behind the neck. Back to the front. Down the inside. Up the outside. One more time, but this time go all the way down to the palm and just stay at the palm for just a moment. Stimulating all those points in the fingers, the palm. Turn it over. Up the arm. Back of the neck. And switch now to the right side. Down the inside, up the outside. Down the inside again. Up the outside. Down the inside all the way to the palm, the fingers. Now the top of the hand. Up the outside. Behind the neck. Back to the chest. And then just let your arms hang down. Just become aware of the energy moving through your body. Try to notice where it may not be moving, where it's stagnant, where it's blocked. Just become aware of it. Don't give it a moment's thought. You may notice some muscle tension, a little pain. Again, just identify them and move on. Rub the hands together. Feet about shoulder width apart. Put your palms just above the knees. See if you can feel the warmth coming out of the palms, going into the knees. Bring the knees forward, then to the side and in. So we'll do a nice rotation here. Nice and gentle again, only as far as comfortable. When you come back, you're almost locking your knees out, but not quite. And reverse. Bring your feet together and turn the knees together. And reverse. Good. Now, as you bend down, bending your knees, your hands are going to turn so the elbows go to the sides. And then you're going to come up, the elbows tuck in. So the hand rotates over the top of the kneecap. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out. As you go down. One more time. Rise up. Nice and slowly, let the hands just kind of drift upward. Keeping the feet close together. Let the hands come up, fingers intertwine except for the first finger, which point upward. Point up towards the sky. And as you bend your knees, put your hands behind your neck and go down. Breathe out as we point to the sky. Breathe in as we go down. The arrow. One more time. Let your hands go out to the side. Let your feet come apart. Swan dive down until you're just hanging over, nice and easy. Let the back of the head relax, the neck, shoulders. Just let it all hang. Each time you breathe out, see if you can drop a little closer to the floor. Just let everything relax. The only place you're going to feel tension is in the back of the legs. Drop down into a squat. You can either leave your hands in front of you or put your elbows on your thighs. And come into a sitting position. the hands in front of you like this is called water buffalo. We're then going to transition to that. Put your elbows back on your thighs. Lean forward, pick your butt up. And now roll with the back. Using the legs, but here we're going to stay hunched over. Feel each vertebra as you work your way up the spine. Roll all the way up. And when you get all the way up, lean back just slightly. And then swan dive back down. And let everything relax. And then drop into a squat, elbows on the thighs, keeping the head down. Bring the legs up a bit. And then let the back roll up nice and easy, vertebra on top of vertebra on top of vertebra, until they're all nicely stacked. Let the shoulders drop back, chest to the sky. One more time, swan dive down. Drop into the squat, the elbows on your thighs. Push up with the legs, keep the head down. Roll up, nice and easy. Nice and slowly. Really this time, let the chest open to the sky. Lean back, look to the ceiling. Come forward. Place your thumbs just on either side of the spine. Now lean back and push the thumbs in. Breathe out. Breathe in, you lean forward. Move the thumbs about a ½ inch upward. Breathe out, push them in again. Again, don't push on bone. Make sure you're pushing on muscle. And just do the same thing till you get as high as you can comfortably. And then work your way back down. So if you come up into your rib cage, you're on bone, so therefore that's as high as you want to go. Now work your way down. Good, just let your hands drop. Let's do a very simple 2 flows, one for the heart, one for the lungs. So the one for the heart, we just simply open like we did before. Chest to the sky, looking up at the ceiling. Feel like you're standing under the sun, feel the sun's rays. And then gather them together, hands into prayer position as you collapse the chest. pulling those energies into the body. Breathe in, gather all that energy. Breathe out, pull it in. One more time. This time as you come out, palms down, open the chest. And as you come back, palms up, thumb and first finger touch, let the forearms come together. Really feel that compressing of the chest. Then open, transitioning into a lung flow. One more time. Good, let your hands come down, palms up, put them on your hips. Left hand, go to a slightly wider stance, so you're very stable. Left hand, turn so palm is facing forward. Feel like you're pushing something. Then turn, bring that in to the hip. Breathe out as you push out. And then breathe in as it comes back in. Bend your knees as you go out a little bit. Really feel like you're pushing a boulder here. So you're using whatever strength is in your body more than just your arm or your hands. Try not to tense too much. This is not like punching with fierce eyes, but the idea here is to try and feel some resistance, like you're pushing something. And then you relax, and then you're pushing with the opposite side. Hence the name, a mortal pushes the stone. One more time each side. Bring it in. Bring your left hand in front of you, palm up. Right hand scoops behind you. Look back at it. Gather the energy, bring that energy into the head. Then take whatever energy you no longer need, that no longer serves you, push it down the arm and out the fingertips. Then the hands reverse. The other hand scoops back and pushes down. Breathe in as you go back and you're scooping up that energy, bringing it into the head. Pause. Breathe out as you push it down the arm and out the fingertips. One more time. And then bring your hands in front of the lower dantian. Try to feel that energy ball, that chi ball between your hands. Bring that up to about chest height. Roll the ball so your left hand is on top. And continue to move both the elbow and turn to the left as your right hand pushes through and your left arm comes up over the head. Then grab the ball, rotate it over, and then push to the opposite side. Breathing in back to the center, breathing out as you push to the side. Fair Lady works the shuttle. Imagine you're at this giant loom. You're opening the strands and you're pushing the shuttle through the strands. And then resetting and then pushing it back to the opposite side. Just imagine you're making a beautiful scarf or a rug. Last one. Grab hold of that chi ball, bring it down in front of you. Let the hands now feel the substance below them down at your lower dantian. Let your hips go back, your hands go forward. They circle around, hips come forward, hands come back. Just do a couple like that first, just to get the rhythm. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Now as you breathe in, turn palms up. So we rotate our hands and we're bringing that energy into the hips, into the lower dantian. Pebble in the pond. Last one. Bring it around. One hand over the other. Just breathe into the lower dantian. Bringing down the heavens 3 times. So the hands drop down, palms up as you breathe in. Gather the energy. Feel the weight of the energy in your palms. And then breathing out, pushing that energy down through the top of the head, down the torso, down the legs, into the ground. One more time. Bring your feet together. Leave your right hand below the lower dantian, palm up. Left hand scoops up. This time, separate the thumb and the first finger. Point the thumb at the center line of your body. And as you breathe out, let that hand drift down your body. When you get to the bottom, you switch. Centering. Balancing the energies of the 3 dantians. Working with the triple warmer meridian. Feel that energy coming out of that gap between the thumb and the first finger. Feel the energy of the upper, middle, lower dantian balancing out. One more time each side. And finish with one hand over the other, over your lower dantian. And just picture white light coming out of the palms, filling your lower dantian with that energy. And then allowing that energy to spiral down your legs and up your torso as your body rocks and sways. Bamboo in the wind. And let that energy fill every part of your body with a warm, loving light as it dispels all darkness, removing energetic stagnation and blockages. Gone are negative thoughts and emotions. As that energy now moves beyond your physical body, encasing you in a protective cocoon. Just float weightlessly inside that cocoon. Become aware of what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Gather that energy together. Hold on to those feelings. Take a nice deep breath in and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.